The Fairy faction, the Flower Fairy faction, is not a brand of toy dolls made by Hasbro or some Disneyfied film. They, I am afraid, they are the real deal. A true power player in the Fey world and a frightening force majeure in the general world. Once upon a time, there's another fairy tale cliche. Everyone made fun out of fairy kind. You see, they could be destroyed by disbelief and general negativity. Einstein discovered general negativity, but he never got to write about it. The fairies got to him first. Great loss, genius, but not clever enough to escape a fairy. Makes me worry that I'm on their hit list, to be frank. Well, there's only so long you can be a victim and a source of pity for children. Eventually, you have to take your existence into your own hands, which is what the fairies did. Fairy Foxglove was a leader to help her sisters in arms and wings. Every species, type of creature, or paranormal being has its own equivalent of the psychotic personality in it. Fairies are no different, although the percentage of psychotic sociopaths in the fairy population is tiny in comparison to others, such as humans. Because of her, the fairies run several things in the naughty fey world, and I'm here to tell you what they are. Now, please stop watching if you're not willing to be put on Foxglove's hit list. I warn you, the list is short because of the effectiveness of her, well, of how she is at killing people. If she knows that you know, you would not be sorry, you'd just be gone, just gone. The forest needs fertilizer, and you make good organic fertilizer for her flowers. The first product they make is fairy dust. Fairies produce a sparkly dust that helps them fly. Its official name is Foof pulveris, you Latin-speaking boffins. The Fey community loves it, gets addicted to it. The powder is a lot like the cocaine for humans. I've never partaken of it myself. Did opium back in 1907 at Bertie Howard's birthday. Just made me sleepy and think of the Viscountess. Strappingly built lass, rode an Irish draft on the old hunt. I could imagine the squeeze between those knees. Anyway, cocaine, not into any drugs, just my old pipe, coffee and whiskey for an upright man such as myself. The fey creatures of the world liked the foof powder a lot and would capture and kill fairies to get a sniff of that foof. Sounds kind of rude. Sorry if I've caused any offence. Of course, being the little cuties from fairy stories, they did nothing but die in large numbers. What could they do? It was sad. Well then, Foxglove arrived, a psychotic sociopathic fairy, a one-of-a-kind in a race of the fairy, and what she did was got pissed off, sorry about my language, and fought back. She went utter loco. The fey world became so terrified of her that it allowed them to hold back the foof powder. I won't go into detail about how they excrete it, because it's a bit personal, and there is a reason why it's called foof powder. Sorry, a bit embarrassing for a British chap such as myself, and although I like Marjorie in HR, she does tend to witter on at length about things I really don't understand. Foxglove found allies in the Fey world. Well, found, not really. Forced would be a better term for it. They would be paid in powder for their help, and then she slowly withdrew it from them until they worked for her. She basically supplied a limited amount of foof for unlimited power. She ran all this basically from behind the scenes whilst flitting through the flowers. Then she extended her reach. They have to be friendly and be loved by the youngsters, don't they? The fairies had to be believed in them just to exist. You try to be believed in by a generation who have access to the internet as soon as they can hold a tablet. How many 6-year-olds can access the world of? You know what I'm hinting at. So Foxglove, no longer the cute and sweet, now cruel and sinful, took what she needed and she took them from the orphanages. She took them from the problem families. They would have nothing, just 100% belief in fairies. Now, please brace yourself. I am trying to make this story suitable for Before the Watershed. Her guests were forced to watch Peter Pan movies on loop. I mean, she was no monster there. She allowed them to, see various ones. They were kept awake by the use of medication. Foof powder doesn't work on the fairies' forced friends. Well, it makes them fly, but it wasn't very useful. At 16, they are supposed to release them back into the real world. Well, that's what they do if they live long enough. They don't usually live for more than a few months. They do try to keep them alive. They are a very valuable resource, but, they do feed them. The fairy foundling farms are hidden quite well in the urban sprawl of human reality. It's not difficult to hide them. They're found where humans have factory farms for pigs and chickens. They can easily hide their own factory farms amongst them. They look and smell the same. I mean the factories, not the pigs and the fairies' livestock, I suppose. They can also get rid of the bodies with a distribution service that the meat industry provides, or just, feed them directly to the pigs. Often easier. The tooth fairies are making significant savings, I hear, sifting through the pig poop for teeth rather than paying for them. Cuts down on travel costs too, I suppose. I believe it. I find it a bit strange that they would sift through the waste myself when they could just use pliers to rip them out of the corpses. Sorry, not a thought I should pursue, is it? Sorry. And do not think that that's the end of the business. This is all recent in Fae timeline. There are rumours that Foxglove is in talks with the Vampire Nation about using their farms as a source of food. Also, a lot of different dark arts need different body parts and bits for their work. Foxglove is always taking the business further and further. This time next year, this little 6-inch high green witch is going to run the Fae world. Respect the fairy. Believe in the fairy, because the fairies believe in you, and that belief in you is ever so dangerous. So what do we do about it? That's why I'm talking to you. You are all experts in your field, and the professor and I need clear, positive ideas on bringing this horror-filled business down. I want to be there when that work needs doing. I want to be the one who puts down the head of the snake myself. Please leave any questions or thoughts in the comments. Thank you.